All right, it's Friday. Just gonna do a quick vlog. I've got a lot of content I'm working on today. I've got a package here I've got to unbox and post a video about. I don't know if I'm gonna do a long form or short form. I kind of want to try to get artsy with it and do a long form. Late streams the last couple nights. I think we almost went 3 hours last night, which is a long time for me. But I was having a lot of fun. It's just I tried the Lego Fortnite, it just isn't for me. But we ended up in the normal mode, and that was actually a lot of friggin' fun. So YOLO. Today, I had a really great thought last night that I wanted to talk about this morning, but now I can't remember what it is. I'm home today. Friday's my day off for my full-time job. So I'm home today. My wife is actually working this morning, so she's not here. I'm home with my 2-year-old again. So fun day with daddy. I might try to record some content with him. But it's been a journey, man. I don't even know what day we're on. I got to go and count how many vlogs we've finished up so far and get a good accurate read on them. You could probably hear the TV's on in the background. He's watching Blippi or something. My 2-year-old. I got to figure out how many of these I've done, how many I have left. I got some really good ideas I was given, and I'm very grateful for them. Some really good ideas on some content to kind of shift the direction of this channel. I guess I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm big on, like, what's your story? But I guess for me, I'm still trying to figure out what's the story, that I'm trying to tell. Like, what is it I'm trying to communicate on this channel and the gaming channel? I suck at video games, like winning, but I know how to have a good time. So I guess on the gaming channel, it's so much of it is about how to, like, enjoy the game when you suck at the game. But this channel is weird, man. I haven't quite figured out. This channel is kind of a catch-all for everything but gaming stuff, which, like, I was encouraged to have a channel like that. Just talk to some guys who have been kicking butt on YouTube that I've connected with, and they said, yeah, dude, just make another channel. So this channel is a little bit of lifestyle. It's a little bit of tech. It's vlogging. But I've noticed, like, somewhat, like, the direction shifting, and this is why really good friend gave me some great ideas for the channel. I guess this channel is kind of shifting to how to stream, and it's almost like how to stream or create content on a budget. Granted, I've got like a series of Adobe Premiere videos I'm going to work on, and Adobe Premiere is not cheap. I actually get it through work. That's the only reason I have it. Otherwise, I'd use DaVinci Resolve, which is free. But maybe I should make some DaVinci Resolve videos. Maybe that would be swell. I've got to clean up my workspace here, though. Like, what you guys see is to me, like, this doesn't look bad, but it's still kind of messy. I've got to clean all this up, and then I'm probably gonna paint this wall soon. I'm not gonna do it today, but just get rid of these stripes. I don't know if you can see the stripes here, but it's always interesting when I record videos down here as opposed to, excuse me, like in the car. It's interesting because I almost feel like well, let me double check. Let me check the data, because sometimes my videos, like, off the cuff in the car, the really raw and filtered ones do better than, hey, it's me in my studio, my stream room. I guess where I'm at right now with content is really just trying to, and this is important, man. You've got to know what's your story and what story are you trying to tell. And that's really where I'm at right now, is trying to figure out what's my story and what story am I trying to communicate? What am I trying to teach? What am I trying to tell? So that's kind of where I'm at with content right now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this would be day 15. Wow. I thought I was a lot further along. Oh, there's a hole in this shirt. No, can't wear that one out too much anymore. What's your story and what story are you trying to tell? Because for, like, content, just to garner interest in anything, people vibe with a story. And so when you have a story and you're trying to tell a story, people are going to latch onto that more. And I think that's why some of my videos do better than others, is because I'm communicating a story. But that's part of, like, this side hustle I'm wanting to start. Is part of it is, like, let us help tell your story, like Peak. So this is Peak's logo. Peak is, like, kind of my dream baby, my passion project. Building this side business that helps tell the story of creators and individuals. So, like, I put on a lot of my stuff edited or produced by Peak or designed by Peak, because Peak is kind of like my side baby. that helps tell the story, to helps tell my story. Um, and that's like my passion, my dream for Peak to grow into something that can help tell other stories, whether it's a content creator, a gamer, a streamer, or an influencer, anybody. But like, how can we capitalize on the opportunities we have available to us with social media and different platforms to tell our stories? And I think that I don't think everybody has a story. Everybody has a story to tell. Um, and I think everybody's story is interesting. It's just how you tell that story. Because I've had people tell me stories about their lives, and it was pretty insane stuff they went through. But I was bored out of my mind because they just weren't great storytellers. So I guess part of it too is like what we're gonna do with this channel is tell you how to tell your story, but then tell you also how to tell your story. So like, how do I take my story and create it into something like from like a produced side, I guess, like, keybinds and what the best software is and why you should use this over that, things like that. But it's also, I want to study up a little more. Like, I'm a pastor, so part of my job is preaching. And so like I part of my job is storytelling. I tell the stories of the Bible, and then I tell my story, and then I help encourage people to pursue their stories and to tell their own stories. What's up? Oh, sorry, buddy. It's YouTube, man. You got ads sometimes. Speaking of stories, but I guess helping to equip people to tell their own stories, right? Like, how can you communicate your own life story that is interesting, it is intriguing, but communicate it in a way that people will get it, they'll understand it, they'll gravitate towards it. So, what's your story? I guess like drop in the comments below, like just a quick like 20-second write up. What's your story? In 10 words or less. What's your story? It's hard to condense it down in it, and that's the other thing is condensing your story down to where it's clear, it's concise, and it's digestible. Because I think sometimes I notice this, like when I preach, is if I'm not prepared with what I'm preaching, if I'm not as prepared, I talk for so much longer because I feel like I have to over explain the story. So the more familiar you become with telling your story, the more comfortable you get telling your story, and the less time it takes you to tell your story. So what's your story, man? What's your story? Thanks for watching today. If you vibe with this, would appreciate you hitting the like. But seriously, like, what are your thoughts, man? I love being able to engage with the comments and just hear collective thoughts. What's your story? And if I can help you tell your story, like, feel free to drop that in a comment, or I think in my profile, my about section on YouTube, you can find some contact info, socials, and all that. But what is your story? And we're gonna keep vlogging and got a lot of cool things I'm working on. So would appreciate if you'd subscribe too. But other than that, hey, we'll see you tomorrow.